Imagine waking up every day knowing your job might kill you. Not metaphorically. Literally. These aren't just careers that come with stress or long hours. We're talking about jobs where people gamble with their lives daily, for survival, for their families, or sometimes just for the thrill. This isn't a movie. This is real. And by the time we get to number 1, you'll understand why some people willingly risk everything for a paycheck. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into the top 10 most dangerous jobs in the world, and trust me, some of these will blow your mind. Let's start with a chilling reality. You're standing on a narrow ledge, hundreds of feet above the ground, wind screaming past your ears, and one wrong move means certain death. That's the life of a high-rise window washer. Now, they're not climbing a few floors of an office building. We're talking about skyscrapers, towers over 1,000 feet tall. In places like Dubai and New York City, these workers dangle from ropes and platforms, cleaning glass so spotless you'd think it wasn't even there. And accidents? They're terrifyingly common. Sudden gusts of wind, failing harnesses, even birds can send a washer plummeting to the ground. Some workers have survived falls due to safety nets, but many haven't. And yet, people keep signing up for this job. Now imagine descending deep into the earth, crawling through pitch-black tunnels barely big enough to fit your body. That's the daily life of an underground miner. In countries like China, South Africa, and parts of South America, mining remains one of the deadliest professions in existence. It's not just the claustrophobia. It's the constant threat of tunnel collapses, poisonous gas leaks, and underground explosions. In some cases, people have been trapped underground for days. Remember the 2010 Chilean mining disaster? 33 miners were stuck 2,300 feet below the surface for 69 days. Miraculously, they all survived, but that's the exception, not the rule. Every year, thousands of miners lose their lives around the globe, and it all starts with a single descent into darkness. Let's switch gears to something that sounds more peaceful, fishing. But not just any fishing. Deep-sea commercial fishing. The kind that takes you hundreds of miles off the coast in brutal conditions. You're not lounging with a rod and a beer. You're hauling massive nets full of writhing fish in icy waters, during storms that could tip your boat in seconds. And if you go overboard? You've got minutes to survive in the freezing water. Hypothermia sets in fast. The most dangerous fisheries, like crab fishing in the Bering Sea, have taken countless lives. Boats capsize. Gear malfunctions. People get crushed or swept away. There's a reason this job has been called the deadliest catch, and the danger is absolutely real. Now picture a man climbing a massive metal tower, sometimes over 1,500 feet tall, with nothing more than a safety harness and a tool belt. Tower climbers are responsible for installing and maintaining communication towers, those spindly metal giants you see standing alone in the countryside. Every time your phone connects to the internet or makes a call, someone probably risked their life to make that signal possible. The climb alone is a death-defying feat. But what makes it worse is the unpredictability. Weather changes fast at high altitudes. One slip, one missed carabiner clip, and it's game over. Some of these workers earn six-figure salaries, but many say no amount of money can make them feel safe up there. You probably wouldn't think about garbage collectors as being in danger, but they face risks every single day. First off, there's the constant exposure to biohazards, used needles, chemicals, toxic waste. Then, there's the traffic. Many collectors work early mornings, often on busy city streets, and countless accidents happen when impatient drivers whip around garbage trucks. Add to that malfunctioning machinery, heavy lifting injuries, and even the risk of explosion from improperly discarded materials. In many cities, sanitation work ranks among the top 5 deadliest municipal jobs. It's the kind of danger that flies under the radar, but the risks are always looming. Ever seen a wildfire roaring through a forest, swallowing everything in its path? The people running toward that inferno while everyone else runs away? Those are wildland firefighters. Their job is nothing short of insane. We're talking about fighting walls of flame that can leap across highways, turn on a dime with the wind, and literally create fire tornadoes. Firefighters sometimes work for 48 hours straight with little food, hiking through steep terrain, breathing in toxic smoke. And if the wind shifts the wrong way, they can be completely surrounded in seconds. Every year, brave men and women lose their lives protecting communities from these blazes. And every year, new recruits step up, fully aware of the risk. Now here's a job that comes with a ticking clock: bomb disposal technician. These are the people who literally disarm explosives by hand. Think about that. Their daily routine includes things like cutting the right wire, defusing homemade bombs, and dealing with military-grade ordnance. One wrong move, one trembling finger, and boom, it's over. These specialists often use robotic tools, but many times, they have to get in close. During wars, conflicts, and even domestic security situations, bomb techs are the unsung heroes standing between chaos and safety. They train for years, but the margin for error is practically non-existent. Speaking of chaos, let's talk about loggers. Cutting down trees in dense forests may sound peaceful, but it's actually one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet. Why? Because trees weigh tons. Chainsaws can kick back. Branches fall unpredictably. And logging often takes place in remote wilderness, far from any hospital. If you get hurt, you might not survive the trip out. On top of that, slippery terrain, heavy machinery, and fast-paced work create a deadly cocktail. In some regions, logging deaths outnumber all other workplace fatalities combined. It's high risk, hard labor, and it's not for the faint of heart. Now imagine you're driving a massive truck filled with explosives across a frozen lake. Ice road trucking might be the craziest kind of driving there is. In remote areas like Alaska and northern Canada, truckers haul massive loads over frozen terrain during the winter season. If the ice is too thin, you fall through. If your brakes fail, you skid off a mountain. If your engine stalls in -50 degrees, you're stuck, possibly for days. Every journey is a roll of the dice. The pay is good, but many drivers don't return. And the ones who do often come back with stories that sound like survival horror movies. And finally, there's one job that's so risky, so intense, that it's often classified as part of a war zone: being a war correspondent. These are the journalists who embed themselves in conflict zones to report the truth. They're not armed. They're not soldiers. But they face bullets, bombs, and kidnappings just like anyone else on the battlefield. From Syria to Ukraine to Afghanistan, reporters risk everything to get the world the information it needs. Many have been taken hostage. Many have died. But they keep going back, driven by a sense of duty that most of us can't even imagine. So there you have it. 10 jobs where courage isn't optional, it's a requirement. Where every workday could be your last. These aren't just people chasing danger for fun. They're vital to the way the world works. And whether it's delivering your internet, fighting your fires, or digging the materials that make your phone, someone out there is taking the hit so the rest of us can stay comfortable. So the next time you complain about your 9 to 5, remember, at least it doesn't involve fire tornadoes or bombs. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the most dangerous jobs on Earth, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more insane true stories, and turn on notifications so you never miss a wild ride. We've got more jaw-dropping content coming your way every week, so stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.